gonna be doing some yoga real soon. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Views.
Thank you so much for being here bright and early, and even more thank you to those that made it to Kundalini Yoga with Christy and Ola. Very proud of you. So this video you're watching over here is a recap from last year. This is the third year that we are meeting in as WeAllGrow Summit. The first year, how many of you have been here for 3 years now? Who came last year? Yes. Wow, I love it. There's so many of us. So really thank you for joining us, especially those of you that have been so loyal and have been here for 3 years in a row. Really just be proud of yourself, all of you, for making the time and the commitment and the effort, because it does take effort, to put yourself in this place right now. I don't believe in coincidences, and I know that we live a life full of synchronicities. So I'm sure that many things had to happen to make sure that all of you were right here at this place at this time. And I'm not talking about getting your nails done and the hair appointment and making sure that you got the right outfit for last night's Alas para Volar party, right? But we all made it. But it all had to start with your want. It's a need of you for you to be surrounded by other women with whom to give and to receive from. Your need to place yourself in an unknown situation in order to be able to set a new path for your own destiny with limitless possibilities, that maybe that one person you will meet, that one aha moment you will have, or even that momentum of doing something new and different for you that can set you on your ultimate path to growth. So the theme for this year is the energy of sisterhood. Are you feeling it already?
Wow. First of all, I just want to say I'm really excited to be here. I think it all comes down to balance. I think being an entrepreneur is a 24/7 job, and you can easily sacrifice your sanity for the growth of your brand. And I really like to focus on spending quality time with my family. That's really important for me. And just really having a list of priorities and making sure that I do the number one thing on the top. And also only taking on deals that I'm truly passionate about.
It'll be fun, I promise.
of an immigrant woman who came to this country. If you haven't read her book, I haven't read it either, but you should buy it. It's a story of inspiration. And it's that story that I want to talk to you about today. Even if you're second generation, third generation, you know someone in your life who immigrated to this country. And you know that they instill values in you that nobody else could have put in your heart and in your mind. And it is for the future of my grandchildren, because my kids are grown already. And for the future of your children that I need to challenge you to use that power that you have, because each of you, by the fact that you're on social media on a daily basis, you are amazingly powerful. I can't tell you how many times I have met with congressmen, with the administration of the White House, that tell us that they watch what we have to say, that they see the stories that we have to share. And now more than ever, I'm speaking on behalf of 11 million immigrants who are here undocumented, who are daily being fearful of getting deported any moment. And what makes it worse is that we hear the stories of immigrants being portrayed as criminals. And you and I know that the majority of the undocumented people are not here to commit crimes. They are here to bring a better future, not only to their lives, but to the lives of their children, their grandchildren, their future generations. So how difficult could it be? Each of you has a story to tell. And as you were talking about your beautiful cosmetics, about your clothing, about home, I was a stay-home mom for 15 years, by the way. And I think it was the greatest privilege I ever had in life. And even then, I would take my kids to volunteer. I would take them so that they had a story to tell, so that they could share with their community that as Latinos, we have so much to offer to the world. And imagine if you could just be kind enough to share your story on social media. Because when you're doing that as an immigrant, you're telling those younger generations that it is possible. That we don't have to be afraid of leaving our homes to go to school. It is so sad to have to meet with a mom and dad who tell me that they haven't sent their kids to school for a month because they're afraid of being deported. But if we can be on YouTube, if we can be on social media, and we can say, you don't have to be afraid, you don't have to be fearful. Not only because I am an immigrant who is here undocumented and live where I am now, but because each of you can teach those families one small pearl of wisdom. And that is when you do not allow fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. That's all fear is, right? But when you face that fear, what do? We just say, keep walking, have good moral character, continue to collect evidence that you're living in this country. I'm serious, I would find a way in every one of your channels to inject that, to fight that fear that this government wants to create. By the way, the only way that this administration wins is if we allow that fear to inject our lives and to keep us home, to not go to the restaurants, to not, because that's what's happening. If you go to the San Fernando Valley, we've had so many TV crews going there and filming what's going on. People are not going to the restaurants. They're not getting their hair done as much as they used to because they're afraid of the white vans. So what my son does, because he works with me as well, is he's a political commentator, and he goes and he just films with his Instagram story, and he tells people, look, I'm not afraid of them. Look, what can they do? And if you do get detained, well, of course, we have to explain the rights. You have the right to remain silent. May I have one of those constitutions? Thank you so much.
We have many. So there's some in the back if you're shy and you don't want to come up. I put them in the back. You can also get them here.
Thank you. The administration can say anything they want. The administration can do whatever they want. But you know that what's in here is the reason why this is the United States. Because even if you get detained, even if they deport you, we can bring you back if you were deported illegally. Did you know that? No. This is the only country where you can do that. And it's been done. The Ninth Circuit has brought so many people back because they didn't respect the Constitution. So I need to ask you for two things. First, as I said, to challenge you to share your own story. We're not asking for much, just your story, your mom's story, your grandma's story, so that you can inspire the rest of the generations that are going to be doing this. And second, I need you to find a way to be accountable to that promise. Because I've attended so many conferences where we all make notes and we learn so much, and a month later, what happened? We got busy, right? Because that's what life does. But if you choose a partner, a mentor, a mentee, someone that you can be accountable with on a monthly basis, I don't know about you, but I'm really embarrassed when I have to call my accountability partner and I have to say, oops, I didn't get to the treadmill 3 times a week like I was supposed to. Because, she has to challenge me and I challenge her as well. So please find yourself an accountability partner so that you can both tell us a year from now that each of you is getting your story out there. And if you're an immigrant who's undocumented and who's watching us through Facebook right now, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Keep doing what you're doing, which is keep doing your social media, changing the world one day at a time, and you will change the future of this country. Yeah.
takeaways are get out of your comfort zone. We know it, Gabby. We were here last year. We didn't want to be here. We were so scared. But just stepping in this stage and being a storyteller changed our lives. Really. Best things come of things that you're more afraid of. Do not underestimate the power of your message. Do what you love, what you're passionate about, because people know, people feel it. Your followers, your customers, they know. Be true to yourself. Be patient. ¿Dónde está por aquí? Aquí estamos. Hablamos ahí con Noel. Be patient. Have determination. It's not going to happen overnight. It requires many, many nights without sleeping, weekends, and a lot of dedication. Build your network. That is so, so important. Build your network. Knock on doors. Ask to be introduced. We have the queen of door openers here. I'm bridge builder. Thank you, Anna. I'm here also to help if I could help anyhow. But it's so, so important to build your network. Ask, don't be afraid, don't be shy. Pregunten, hagan, conozcan. And also take advantage of this wonderful community, of this wonderful event. This is a gift. This doesn't happen every day. This is a gift that we have. Look around. Look at all the women around you. Talk to them. Encourage them. Support them. Celebrate them. Listen to them.
Does it look real? Yes, roller coaster. Your neck, right? Go, Ruby!
It's something that you can put on your blogger resume. It's something that you can use as leverage to hopefully work with bigger brands that you want in the future. These are just some of the brands that we have been able to collaborate. So Shea Moisture was one of the sponsors for the Uptown Crows event that we did. And Kia is a brand that we both love and that we've been working with for over a year. And I'm going to tell you guys a really interesting story. This is like my favorite Rocio and I story. And it just emphasizes the fact that when one grow, we all grow, right? So
here with my roomies. Last event for WeAllGrow. Check out what we got.
Wow, I'm so happy to be here with all of you. This is amazing. 3
3 years ago, I sat with Craig Gerber in a conference room trying to figure out how we were going to make this princess and make the Latino community proud. And I'm so happy to be here and see that you guys love her, because that was our intent. That you really got to see a princess who represented all of you.
They can show you things that you can use in your own life. Like, they can encourage you to go on adventures and to protect and respect the earth. They teach you to explore new worlds and to not always stay in the same place and do the same things. Sometimes you have to be a leader. Even if you might be small, you can still make a difference.
Gucci my people, here with my roomies. Last day of WeAllGrow. I did smile. Was Gucci. What are you guys eating? Cracker? Drinking wine. Celebrate the night. I can't talk. So my favorite Disney movie, Disney Princess, Little Mermaid. What's your favorite Disney Princess movie? That's a hard one. Your favorite Disney princess? I like Tiana. Ariel, Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid. It's over.
Everything you said, they already
What's up, Jonah? Hey, we're flying back to San Ho. Ready to go home. Actually, no, we don't want to leave. We don't want to leave Long Beach. Was Gucci my people here at the airport? Was Gucci. Hey, was Gucci. Talk to you guys later. Bye. This is our type of breakfast. Coffee, yes, ours.